Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this October the 17th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Tuesday out there so far. Everybody has a great Tuesday afternoon. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you've got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the tropics here. As you can see here's Tropical Invest 94L, getting well defined this afternoon. Still getting a little bit of dry air trying to punch into the left side of the system, but the right side is starting to get well compacted. Also, we got a few tropical waves behind this system here that's may need to be monitored as well. Something here trying to get going here in the Caribbean Sea, but right now I don't see much in the way of it because there's a bunch of wind shear around that activity there as well. Here's that little tropical feature over here in the Eastern Pacific moving westward, and also there's another one trying to move off the Central America coastline, moving westward as it continues to catch up with this tropical wave here. Alright, we got a cold front extending, like I said, extending into the Caribbean Sea all the way to the Atlantic. And here is our next cold front dropping in from the northwest. We continue to drop southeast and also bring us some cooler temperatures, and also a few locations as it continues to drop to the south and east. By Friday, we're expecting some rain here in the eastern portion of the United States. So if you were looking for some rainfall again, it should be happening sometime late Thursday into Friday, and then the week as well. Okay, if you're a new viewer and you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and consider subscribing. Love to have you. Like these videos, share these videos, and also consider subscribing one more time if you have not subscribed yet. Also, we're going to be talking about Invest 94L in this video. Also, we're going to take a look at the Watches Warning and Advisory map. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. And we're going to do something different we haven't showed in a while. Snowfall totals across the United States and southern Canada as well. So stick around to the entire video. Do not miss a beat of this forecast. And let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, as we continue onward here, we're going to look at Invest 94L. The satellite imagery of 94L here. Alright, we got to let it upload again. A little better organized so that way we get a chance to get. As you can see here is the satellite imagery. What we were talking about, we can see a little closer view of it. Look like some of the dynamics has kind of dissipated a little bit. It looked better organized, but now, like I said, as you can see on the, it's trying to get its act together still. And the National Hurricane Center is still expecting a tropical depression to form sometime on Wednesday or Thursday. They have about a 70% chance of development over the next 7 days. So we'll just have to wait and see if this thing can get its act together. But if it still remains weak as it continues to push west, then it will push a little further into the Caribbean Sea. But let's take a look at the computer models here. Of this system here, we're going to take a look at the computer model, or the spaghetti-o model, everybody calling it. These are the global hurricane models we're looking at here. Pretty much all the computer. As you can see here, is the current position of the storm. Takes it off to the west-northwest. Anybody in the central and northern portions of the Leeward Islands, also over toward the British Virgin Islands, also even toward Puerto Rico, you may get affected by this storm as well before it finally curves out to the north and east. Bermuda, you're still not out of the woods yet, because if this thing moves a little further to the west, then make a turn, it could affect Bermuda later on down the road. So Bermuda, you need to pay close attention to these forecasts as well as we get later on down the road, because if this thing jogs a little bit further to the west than what the models are projecting, it may affect, like I said, it may affect Puerto Rico, maybe even eastern portions of the Dominican Republic. and before it finally decides to move to the north, and it could affect portions of Bermuda. But right now I'm looking at the computer models taking it to the west. It will affect the northern Leeward Islands, maybe even the British Virgin Islands as well out there, before it finally takes its track to the northeast. With the tropical depression status here, right now it has winds of about 25 knots, equal to 30 miles per hour finally. That's why they got it going into 12-24 hours into a tropical storm. Remains a tropical storm, even becomes a weak hurricane according to some of the models. One still shoots it up to a category 4. That's the outlier. This one here is the outlier as well. Could it become a category 1 hurricane? If it can get enough intensity, it could. So we'll just have to monitor this thing and see what happens as we get closer. But that was the intensity guidance of the system. That's your update. Now we're going to take a look at the watches, warnings, and advisory map. Okay, it finally decided it want to come up. I see. Alright, as you can see, still in effect for areas of northeastern Florida. Also, we had a heat advisory for Southern California. Also, we got wind advisories over parts of South Dakota, high wind warnings and watches in portions of southeastern areas of Wyoming. We have wind advisories, high wind warnings in effect for much of Montana, and one county there with a red flag warning as well. We still got a small craft advisory, gale warning in effect for Southern California all the way up to portion of Washington State. Also, we had a small craft storm warnings, gale warnings also in effect around the Alaska area as well, coastal vicinities. Also, some special weather statements northwest, and also that freeze and spray advisory, warning for you guys on the north. Alright, the Hawaiian Chain Island got some high surf advisory for the South Island, Central and North. You got some gale warnings, small craft advisory, and also some flood watches in effect for you guys as well. Alright. Let's move on to the weather radar across the nation now. We got some shower activity to talk about. We got some up here around Vancouver, down towards Seattle, Washington, and also some in the coastal water area as well. Also some over here in portions of southern Canada, just east of Regina, and also west of Winnipeg. Also some got some scattered activity over North Dakota, and also in the portion of north central Montana and southeastern Montana as well. All right, let's move to the east here. We're going to take a look at the United States. Alright, we got some showers up here in portions of New Brunswick and Maine, all the way back down in northern Vermont, down toward Boston, also into the outer areas of Boston around Rhode Island, also into portions of Connecticut, northern Connecticut as well, and also into New York State, Pennsylvania, also down just east of Washington, D.C. And as we continue to move our activity over here around Arizona, northern Mexico, and also into southwestern areas of New Mexico and southeastern Arizona as well. Alright, and that's your radar view, so that's where the precipitation is falling. Now, we're going to finally wrap up the video now with the snowfall totals across the area. As you can see, we got heavy amounts of precipitation up here in southeast Canada, also through portion of northern Maine, all the way back down into portion of Vermont, also a little bit toward the Massachusetts region. Also in the portion of New York State, getting some snow in your vicinity, all across southern Canada, also into southwestern Canada as well. Also over here in the portions of the Rockies, and also into portions of the upper Midwest and Midwestern United States. We have some snowfall over here in portions of Montana, Idaho, back into Nevada, even California, and as far south as portions of New Mexico and Arizona, with a few areas may get a few snowflakes and maybe some snow showers as well in your vicinity. As we continue to go forward, I do see more of this map increasing the snowfall totals. This is over the next 16 days per the GFS model. This is what the snowfall total should look like over the next 16 days. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I hope everybody continue to stay safe and well. Also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing if you have not. We'll catch you back in the next video. So Tuesday afternoon, folks. Take care.